2012. The fifth commandment. God tells us to honor our father and our mother. The Bible also explains that though your mother-in-law is not your own mother, she is still the mother of your husband. And since we become one with our husband in marriage, she should be honored as if she were our own mother. This is really pleasing to the Lord. It goes on to say that if we seek to honor our mother-in-law by intentionally seeking her out, looking for ways to love her well, we can trust God to give us joy and peace. For almost 30 years, I knew this lovely, outspoken spitfire of a woman, Peggy Himes. I recall the first day I met her. Chris and I walked in and she was coming down the stairs. She looked at me and said in her trademark voice, "Oh, hello, you're me." And I knew right then and there I liked her. Over the years, our relationship blossomed. And whether we were running to Prairie Gardens or just hanging out in the kitchen or on the front porch, it was always a pleasure to listen to her share her life. Two recurring themes constantly swirled throughout her conversations with me: her unconditional love of her family and her deep affection and admiration for her father. Two topics in which I too can relate. We also had our share of spirited conversations. One in particular, where she would proclaim that she was born in the South, being from Mount Vernon, Illinois. On this subject, she would not back down. I loved giving her a hard time about it, casually reminding her that the Mason-Dixon line told a different story. That conversation usually ended with, "Oh, shut up, damn it!" Then there was her unintentional quirky side. On more than a couple of occasions, I stopped by the house only to find poor Ginger, the dog, trapped in the minivan in the middle of July with a help sign taped to the window, usually after Miss Peggy took a quick trip to Schnucks and accidentally left her inside. I would always find it amusing at how she would try to make it all better with Ginger by bribing her with a slice of lunch meat or a hot dog. I would always tease her and tell her that Ginger was going to report her to animal control. That conversation would also usually end with a resounding, "Oh, shut up, damn it!" All this doesn't mean that Miss Peggy and I always got things right. We had our occasional hiccups, but we were always able to find our footing and forge ahead. A Christian writer once said, and I quote, "Your mother-in-law is God's hand-picked choice to be your mother-in-law." The ties that bind you are likely the strongest earthly relationships that you will have through marriage, children, and grandchildren. I am forever grateful that throughout the years, Miss Peggy and I had a great love and appreciation for each other. God could have not picked a better mother-in-law for me. I hope in his eyes I